Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you a full cycle demo of how Perspective AI can take a single research prompt and do all the heavy lifting typically associated with concept testing. From generating a research plan to running user interviews to analyzing the results and handing you a clear plan for improvement. So for this demo, we're going to do a concept test of the ChatGPT and Claude homepages. Imagine that you're on the product team and you want to find out what real users like and dislike about each homepage and get a clear direction on how to make yours better. So we'll kick things off with a super simple research question. What do users think of the ChatGPT and Claude homepages? Then I'll upload screenshots of both homepages and hit create research. From just that, Perspective instantly recognizes that this is a head-to-head concept test, figures out exactly what needs to be learned, who should be interviewed, and lays out a full PhD level research plan, all from that one question. Now at this point, I can either invite participants myself or just let Perspective handle recruiting for me. That's totally up to you. Now let's jump into the interview experience.
Hi, Nate. Thanks for chatting with me today. To start off, how do you usually feel when you're visiting a new website for the first time?
I don't know, probably curious.
Got it. Curious. That makes sense. So now I'd like you to take a look at two home pages we're going to talk about. I'll share the links so you can review them quickly before we dive in. Here they are. Take a moment to check them out and let me know once you're ready. Then I'll ask about your first impressions.
Okay. Okay, I looked at them both.
Awesome. So just off the top of your head, what stood out to you about each one?
Well, ChatGPT is super clean, super simple. There's, nothing sort of standing in my way from getting started. And Claude, also clean and simple, but it greets me by my name, which is super cool. And I really like the quick start options, write, learn, code, career chat. That's super clear how I should move forward.
Really interesting. So it sounds like the simplicity works for both, but the personalized greeting and the quick start options on Claude gave you a clearer direction.
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect. So which one do you think felt more intuitive to use right from the start?
Oh, Claude, hands down.
Gotcha. So Claude came out on top for intuitiveness. What specifically made it feel easier for you? Was it the layout or those quick start options you mentioned?
I mean, the layouts are almost identical, so, it's the quick start options for me.
Got it. Those quick start options made a big difference. Now, thinking about ChatGPT, was there anything you found more appealing about its design or feel, even though it didn't have those quick starts?
More appealing, I don't know, I guess maybe I like their font a little bit better, but nothing like really groundbreaking or anything.
Gotcha. Subtle design elements, but nothing major. So, if you had to pick one thing that could make the ChatGPT page better for you, what would that be?
Probably, quick start options, some example prompts to get me moving, just something to push me forward. If it's my first time seeing this page ever, and maybe I don't have anything on my mind today that, immediately pops up, I might just bounce and go do something else.
Makes total sense. Having those prompts or suggestions could keep you engaged right away. So, looking at both pages overall, do you feel like one was clearer in its messaging or purpose?
Yeah, Claude.
Got it. So Claude felt clearer in terms of what it's offering or how to get started. Is there anything else that stood out as a strength or a weakness for either page?
No, nothing comes to mind.
Totally fine. Thanks for those insights so far. They're super helpful. Just to recap quickly, you liked Claude's quick start options and clarity, and for ChatGPT, you appreciated the simple design but felt it could use more guidance to get started. Before we wrap up, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think you got it.
Great. Thanks so much for your time and thoughts, Nate. Really appreciate it. That's everything I needed, so the interview is all wrapped up. Thanks again.
Once the interviews are done, I can have Perspective analyze the feedback and break down the findings. I can generate a magic summary really quickly to just get a high-level overview. Or I can jump into my own analysis session and prompt Perspective myself. Now, I'm going to ask it to compare the ChatGPT and Claude homepages. I want it to summarize what users like and dislike about each. I want it to create a priority matrix of which homepage elements matter most to users, and provide a detailed breakdown of strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities for improvement. And there we go. Now, if I ever want to double check Perspective's assumptions or analysis, I can hover over any one of these citations and jump straight to the original conversation to see the full context for myself. Now, when I'm ready, I can click Create Page. And as simple as that, I've created an artifact that I can send out to the team, and anyone can review, give feedback, and weigh in. There's no endless back and forth or lost documents. And in the future, if we get more feedback down the line, it's super easy to refresh the analysis with the latest update. With Perspective AI, the stuff that used to take weeks now literally takes a few minutes. Turning real user conversations into a clear plan you can actually use is finally simple. So try it on your next project and see how much faster your team can go from feedback to real progress. Thanks for watching.